Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it. We are trying to hit 50k on subs, so help me out there. And let's get going. So today we are going to talk about MiG-29's again. And yeah, they changed a little bit of the flight model and the way that the MiGs actually fly. So we are going to test it out with the 913 and the 912A, the new addition for the German Tech 3, right? But the first thing that I wanted to show to you guys, it is with full fuel load. As you see, we are with 29 minutes. So they increased the amount of fuel that he had. So yeah, it is a little bit heavier if you take all the fuel. As you see right there on the left side, we are using the overlay program called Worth Under Real-Time Information. And you see the power there, the minor thing on the left side of the screen. It is showing 3,453 kilograms. So let's check it out on the 912. So for some reason the overlay program is actually not working, but as you see, we have basically 1 minute of fuel less than the other MiG. So yeah, it is correct. And yeah, the 913, which is the Russian one, it had a little bit more fuel. So this is modeled, so pretty cool, right? Now let's test flight the flight models of it, especially the 913, because for some reason the overlay program on the 912A is just not working right now. But once the update comes, I will be showing again probably. So here we are in the 913, and let's fly a little bit to feel a little bit of the difference, right? I think the major difference between especially the 912A to the 913 will be when you are fully fueled with fuel, right? So right now it's probably not going to make a difference, to be honest, but let's see how it performs, and let's get to see it a little bit. Everything else should be the same. The main thing is that it should be turning a little bit better, and it has a little bit more fuel. That's the two things that are working, and I wanted to test it out as well. If the instructor is getting in the way, creating a lot more, it just created a lot of lift, and then it canceled the lift, and the aircraft just wobbles around at high, like altitude especially. So yeah, I want to see that. Yeah, the MiG-29 is just amazing, right? Let's lower the speed a little bit. It still compresses, obviously all the aircraft compresses, but it's turning pretty well, like 13 Gs at 1,000 something. I don't feel any different. Let's see, 1,000. Yeah, it feels like it's turning a little bit more, not by much, but it does feel like it's turning a little bit. Let's lower the airspeed a little bit to make sure that we actually, I mean, these engines are too powerful. 900, let's see. Oh my god, it pulls so many Gs. But did you saw the AOA on the top of the screen right there? You can see the AOA that I'm pulling. So 22, it's kind of the limit. My pilot is just passing out for some reason. So yeah, it's pulling less AOA. Not that AOA is the main thing. Obviously, it's one of the factors. But yeah, it should be pulling a little bit more, guys. According to the Gordon books and some manuals, it should be pulling even up to 25, 26, sometimes even 28 degrees. So 22 is still missing some of the degrees, and it's not like low. It really is a lot of AOA, but it does feel like it's turning a little bit better, not by much. I don't think it's that different. One of the things that were changed was the elevators. Basically, they are pulling a little bit more AOA. But on the aircraft itself, it feels like it's not that different. I might be wrong. We don't know yet, right? So yeah. Sorry. So we are climbing a lot here. Let's try to climb to like 10,000 meters. Something was in my throat, but And then we're going to try to pull some high G maneuvers to see if the aircraft feels wobbly. Basically what happened is that the instructor basically put the hands on the aircraft a little bit, and then you create a lot of lift, and then it decreases the lift, and it's kind of weird. So let's see. No, it feels that it's fixed. As you see, we are not wobbling. We are pulling the amount of G's that we need to pull. Let's get some speed and lower the nose a little bit to actually get a little bit more speed. Like 700, 800. IAS, I mean, right? Just to make sure that I can turn. Yeah, it's pulling pretty great, man. And it's not wobbling. I mean, I did wobble there to not pass out, but it is not wobbling, so it feels like the actual aircraft is fixed, which it should be, right? So yeah, it feels a lot better to actually fly this thing, actually. I don't know, it feels like it needs a little bit more AOA, to be pulling a little bit more AOA. If you fly this in the CS, you will know what I mean. It feels like it really is sensitive. The aircraft, if you turn the fly-by-wire off, because remember, this aircraft is actually a hybrid system between a full fly-by-wire and a cable system. It is basically in the middle between that, and you can turn it off. And when you turn it off, man, the aircraft just goes, you know. You can, like, you really pull some heavy G's and even break your wings depending on the situation on DCS. So it feels like it's missing that extra little step that you could do. I mean, it's just impossible to do a Cobra in this aircraft without actually changing for the simulator commands. So kind of lame, you know, that factor. But it feels a lot better. It feels a lot more consistent, and it feels a lot more... It feels like it's pulling a little bit more. Everything else, the engine, everything else is the same. As I said, it is a little bit heavier. The empty weight was lowered, but you can actually increase the fuel load a little bit more now. So the 913 is a little bit heavier than the other one. Let's test fly just quickly the 912 if I can see feel any different. You can see the main difference over here. The minimal fuel load is different, as you see. So on the 912 is actually 8 minutes and 28 minutes the max. And on the 913, it is... Oh no, this is the... Sorry. This is the... Let me check. Oh no, it's 8 minutes. Sorry, yeah. 29 minutes the fuel tank. So full tank. So yeah, it's actually carrying a little bit more fuel. Let's test fly the 912 to actually see if I can actually just fly around and feel the difference. Because the actual overlay program is not working. So yeah, as you see, the overlay program is just not working, and the cockpit are not working. I mean, this aircraft is still work in progress, right? But it's just beautiful, isn't it? I love the 912. It's a lot more beautiful because of the smaller spine. I know it doesn't like feel like much, but it is just so gorgeous. I love this thing. So let's go 800. No, it's pulling but basically the same G's, 14 G's at start, and then it loses a lot of speed. It actually feels a lot like the Yak-41. I think they actually changed the way that everything was there, and you can actually... It's probably all the flight models are being changed, even the F-16 and stuff. Yeah, it does turn a lot, and it is compressing a little bit less. I don't know, it just feels a little bit lighter overall, both of the MiG-29's. So yeah, hopefully this stays like this. It is a lot better to fly, and just amazing aircraft, man. I love the Yak-41, but this is my baby, right? The MiG-29 is just the best of the best for me, so yeah, I love this thing. But anyway, make sure to subscribe, guys. We are trying to hit 50k, and let me know in the comments what are your concerns about these aircraft. Do you feel that they are changed or not? A little bit they are, obviously, but do you think that we will feel the difference or not? And let me know in the comments, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye guys, see you.